Hi, Peter.
Hey.
Yeah. Vikas Morkel. I'm the psychiatrist here. Yeah. Good. I'm here to talk to you. Trying to understand the issues which brought you to hospital this time. Then we'll explore things with you and see what can be done to help you in the best possible way. Is that all right?
Yeah. Maybe you guys can out of here. It'd be good.
Yeah. Look, in order to sort of decide what needs to happen, we need to understand how come you came to hospital. Okay?
Yeah.
So, let me know, what's your understanding of how come you end up in hospital this time?
My sister was a bit worried about me and sort of brought me in. It's
Your sister's name is?
Rebecca.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think she's got it right. I think I'm fine, man. I'm ready to go home soon.
So what was Rebecca worried about?
I think she was just sort of worried that I was just, I don't know. I think she worries for no good reason. And I was just sort of, I told her some things about Steve, her boyfriend, and I just don't think she got it. I think he's got it over her, and she just believes Steve rather than me, and thought maybe they'll get involved, but I don't think it's a problem.
So what are you worried about?
Oh, he's not a good guy.
How come?
I don't know. I just know he's not a good guy. He's sort of, I'm worried about he might do something. So I was really worried about a week ago, but lots of, I was a bit more worried back then, but now I'm sort of not so worried about it. And I just think he's a bad dude, and he might either do some things to hurt her or might even be a risk to other people or kids.
So what makes you think that he's at risk to Rebecca and to other people?
Oh, it's just a sense I have. I just really I get information and I just get a sense that he's a bad dude.
So you're getting information from who?
Oh, I just sort of get a sense about people, like I can read people really well. And I also, I guess I have some sort of understanding and connection that with people who are in the know. So yeah, sometimes I just get some information from these people.
Who are these people?
Oh, they're just they're just people in the know that really sort of know what's going on, and so just helps me look out for other people and might protect people and stuff. So.
Did you have any did you look for evidence?
Oh, I don't need to look, like the voices tell me. And,
okay.
Do you know what I mean?
But were the voices telling you anything specific about Steve or Rebecca or anybody else?
No, not at the moment. They just talk about Steve, really.
What kind of things they were talking about Steve?
Oh, that he's just a bad dude, or that he might, just, do the wrong thing, and he's going to cheat on her, and he likes kiddies, and he's just not a good dude.
So you have a strong sense of judgment that you can know about people, and you hear stuff. What do you mean by that?
No, they're telling me that he's a bad dude, that he's a bit of a pedo, and that I should worry, and I was worried, and I was watching him. I'm going to look out for my sister and do what I need to do.
Do you have a mission, like you're protecting your sister? Do you have a mission to protect other people?
Yeah, like whoever's in danger, that's what I do. Whoever's in danger.
Is anybody else in danger apart from your sister?
Well, I don't know. Not at the moment.
In the hospital?
No.
Do you have any plan now to teach Steve a lesson?
No,
But you said your sister doesn't believe you and he's a bad person.
Yeah, but like it's not. I don't think it's that bad at the moment because like I'm not. I don't know. Like I'm not hearing as much about him, so I don't think it's much of a problem at the moment. So it's all good. I'm ready to go home.
Did you confront him?
No, I just sort of talked to her and then just keep an eye on him, sort of thing. She did. But, you know, the more I sort of talked a bit more about a week ago, then she was worried about me, so that's why she brought me.
So she brought you here. Did you think that she was not understanding you? She was dismissing you?
I don't know. She just doesn't. I think he just manipulates her and stuff. And he can sort of just get her to think differently. So that's all right. I got an eye on him. He's not going to do anything bad to him.
But I can see this can be quite serious situation when he's trying to manipulate your sister's mind. Do you keep something to protect your sister and to, in case you gets too much overboard?
I mean, like, I know where the knives are in the house and stuff. But, yeah, so, I mean, if I had to, I'd do whatever needs to be done, you know.
Have you used knives
Have I used knives?
previously to attack?
No, I just put them in a place where I could get them.
Okay.
Yeah, I never stabbed anyone or anything, man. Like, yeah, I've had fights. I'd punch him too if I had to. But yeah, like, when it gets serious, like, you know, I want to know where stuff is if I need to.
What about nighttime? How do you keep an eye at nighttime?
Oh, I'm in the house, so I know what's going on. I've been in the house about a month and sort of started to get an idea about him about a couple of days I was there. So I know. If something happens, I'll know. It's what I do.
How big is the knife?
It's like, I don't know, like a knife that you cut up stuff with, like
Steak
a
knife?
kitchen
or
knife, like
kitchen
a
knife?
carving knife or something, yeah.
Do you keep it with you? Or you know you can get it from kitchen?
I put it in a special spot near my room that I can get to it. So it's not in the kitchen.
Have you told your sister about that?
No, I don't need to. I never hurt her, man. I'm just
Okay.
like,
No, it's all right.
I'm just like, I'm a good guy. I'm going to look after her.
Apart from knife, have you got access to any other weapon? Guns?
No. I mean, if I had to, I'd shoot him, but I don't have a gun or anything.
Did you ever have a gun previously for shooting or hunting?
No.
Have you ever had a gun license, or do you have a gun license, maybe one of your friend or somebody?
Yeah, no.
You've been in here for 5 days.
Yeah,
Are you under the Mental Health Act, or
it's a long time. I think so.
and are you on some medications or treatment?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I don't know. I don't think it does a lot. It's all right. I have to take it. So
Okay.
I take it. I just want to go home, see my sister and stuff. That's all.
So for months you've been with sister.
Yeah, I came up from Sydney.
Did you have any trouble with law during that time?
My uncle was just sort of like carrying on and stuff, and I knew he was just being a bit of a problem with my mum. So,
Who's your uncle? What's his name?
Tim.
So you had a sense that, again, it was a sense, or you had an evidence? What was the evidence that you had that Tim wasn't?
I just know, like I hear from the group, and they tell me stuff, and it matches up, and I just know that they're right. That they've always been right, man. Like, so I talked to Mum, and like Tim's a real smooth talker again, a bit like Steve, and he just sort of told her it wasn't a problem and stuff, and called the police, but the police didn't really, buy into it either. So. I don't know. He won't be coming near her. That's for damn sure.
How? What happened?
Oh, I just touched him up a bit.
Did he require hospitalization?
I don't know. I just touched him up there.
So, did your mum or Tim report to police?
Huh?
Did this matter was reported to police at that time in Sydney?
Oh, I don't know. Like, police came and talked to them. They didn't really buy into it either. And then they left and I touched him up and came up here.
So when you were in Sydney, for how long you been having these voices and this sense that you know a lot about people?
I don't know. Years.
Years. How many years are we talking about?
I don't know. Like, when I was in Queensland, like 6 years ago, it was happening. So, like, more than that.
All right. Do you find it distressing?
No, like, it gives me, like, I got a job to do. Like, I worry about people near me and I worry about the kiddies, but it just gives me something to make sure things don't happen. It's sort of my job.
I'm going to move away from current situation now to say you were known in Queensland. That was 6 years ago, you said.
I don't know, about that, 6 or 7 years. Yeah.
So at that time, you had your first contact with mental health services.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so. You probably know more than me.
Your experiences now, were they similar to what happens 6 or 7 years ago?
Yeah, I don't know. It happens all the time. Like, it just sort of, sometimes the voices are really there, and sometimes they're not. So there's not really a problem. So they're not really always there.
So if the voices fluctuate, what makes them better? Do you feel sometimes
Really better?
When there are no voices?
No, it's good when I hear it. Like,
You feel good about it?
yeah, well, I know what's going on. Like, they're keeping me in the loop.
People sometimes use alcohol, drugs.
Yeah.
Do you use them?
Not a lot, but I like a drink, and sometimes I pop a few pills and stuff, but nothing too major.
When you say pills, is like amphetamines?
No, sort of like most, like when I'm sort of listening too much to the group, like I don't sleep and stuff, so I'll get some Valium or some Xanax or something like that.
Okay.
And have some, having with the alcohol helps me sleep.
Okay. Have you used any other intravenous illicit drugs? Snorted something?
No.
And in your immediate family, with your sister, with your mother, father,
Yeah.
does anybody have any mental illness?
Oh, it depends whether you think it's a mental illness, I guess. But yeah, I guess like on my dad's side of the family, there's some uncles that his uncles had some problems, like nervous breakdowns and stuff.
You don't know, has they been given any specific treatment or given some name of a mental condition they're suffering from?
Not really. I reckon I've got schizophrenia, but I don't know.
Now, you've been here for 5 days.
Yeah.
Other voices telling you about other people, like you're in a hospital, any other nurse or a doctor?
No.
In the last 5 days, you think what you're saying is your views about Steve are changing?
Oh, no, I'm always going to keep an eye on him, eh? I just know, I just get a sense that things aren't as bad as what they were, so I don't have to worry so much.
Have you reported Steve to police? Because if he's a pedophile, you know what he is. Have you reported him to police?
I've done that. I did that with Uncle Tim and stuff, but I don't know. Police are easily convinced otherwise. So.
If I can summarize, what you have told me about is that you've been in hospital for 5 days. based on your sister was worried about you, and you think it's your responsibility to protect her from what you have is a strong sense of belief that Steve, Rebecca's sister's partner, is not a good person.
No, he's not. He's a bad dude. I think he's
Could this could be a pedophile. You got a strong belief in that, and on top of that, you are hearing these voices from a secret group, which have convinced you that it is true.
Well, they don't convince me. They just tell me I'm right.
And in order to, you take this responsibility of protecting your family. You have kept a knife in a secret location in case you have to use it.
Well, Steve's a big dude, so yeah.
You do not have access to guns.
No.
Okay. And you use alcohol sometimes to help, even some Xanax, which is a sleeping medication to help you sleep, but you do not use any other drugs like amphetamines or cocaine or marijuana. You had about a couple of months ago, you were living with your mom where you were convinced she was in danger from Uncle Tim.
Yeah.
You reported to police didn't believe you, and then you touched him up and came here to stay with your sister.
Yeah.
Now, the current circumstances of 5 days in a hospital, you've been on some medications. There's some improvement. You're not worried about Steve to that extent, and the voices from that secret group are also reduced. But you still think that it's your responsibility to protect your sister.
Yeah, that's sort of like my role. It's my special role.
Yeah. You don't have any side effects from medications, but you don't believe you've got schizophrenia.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to get fat, but I want to go to sleep though.
Okay, so you need some treatment adjustment for sleep. You don't take this medication because the doctor is telling you, otherwise you don't think there's any need for medications.
I don't think I've got schizophrenia.
Okay. We'll look into fine-tuning your medications. But to properly decide about what to do next, I need to collate the thoughts which you have told me, all the history. To look at the old notes. And I'll appreciate if I can talk to your sister Rebecca and your mom.
Yeah, don't talk to Steve, but talk to his sister. Okay, my mom, that's all right.
I also need to talk to what we call as mental health intervention coordinators, who are the people who can help us clarify to whether there are any other police matters outstanding or previous criminal history.
There's nothing, but you can talk to Mark. Like, I'm a good dude, like, I'm not. Yeah.
We'll talk to them. Yeah, okay. But I'll keep you posted on the medications and any other things, the developments which take place. But thank you for talking to me. I appreciate that.